Saturday morning everybody, morning internets. So yesterday it was quite a nice day. Took my jacket off, it was warm. Boy, things change. Last night it started blowing. Late last night I could hear the wind howling. It's like 30 degrees this morning, man. You can see your breath or smoke coming out my mouth. Anyway, it's windy, cold. It's not going to get very warm today. Thank goodness I got cabs and heaters. So we've got to stockpile some gravel over here. Jake's got a pile over there. Jake's got quite a bit more gravel to haul, though. We need to bring his shop pad up to grade. Hopefully Matt's gonna come with the laser and double check that. It's such a small pad to get up on with the 14. I've done smaller, but my access is really bad on this one because I got a pile of gravel on the east end, and on the west end I don't have a lot of room. So we'll get it pretty close. He's got a skid steer. I'm sitting in the fuel truck. I got the grader fueled. Jake should be down here in a bit. I'll have to fuel the loader. And the excavator needs some go-go juice. So speaking of go-go juice, I had my fuel truck filled the other day. It was almost 10 grand. That's depressing, isn't it? You know, the thing about increasing prices and inflation, and if they increase taxes, you know who gets to pay those taxes, don't you? Because fuel is a cost for me, taxes are a cost. If you don't pass those on to people, you're gonna go broke. So guess who gets to pay for all that? Those of you that work for wages, go to work every day, you're the one that has to pay, because everything you go buy costs more. And it's just sad. It's a poor tax system. So I don't know how you feel about it. Leave it below in the comments. Keep it clean. I'm gonna get out here and make a living just like I have for the last 40 plus years. Yep, I'm an old guy. Hey, anyway, I'm less than 100 subscribers away of reaching 60,000, so I can quit. So anyway, subscribe. time to finish this baby up and go home. So somebody said it'd be nice to know what the job is. So sometimes I don't tell exactly what we're doing out of courtesy to the customer. Number one, I didn't ask them if I could put this on YouTube. This is a home site. People can get kind of personal about that stuff. That's private business, I guess you could say. So, I'll tell you that's what it is. It's a home site. I probably explained everything last year. If you go back and watch the videos where we built the road in here with the Wapco, and we were tailgating with the Wapco, spreading gravel to build the road. I'll see if I can find that and put the link right here in the upper right hand corner of the screen. This is like cutting curb grade. Turn around! Turn around! I can't seem to make this camera hold still. I'm sorry. Whoa! See? It's going to fall off. Hold still. See, I'm not watching what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's awesome right there. Hope it's still working. Then I think this GoPro was some refurbished bastard because it's got somebody else's code name for the camera in there still. I didn't put it in there. I think it's someone else's camera. Something they sent in because it didn't work because it's a piece of junk. I'm not real happy with it so far. It's just full of bugs. See how long it sits there. I feel like we're running over it, getting a new one. Probably get somebody else's refurbished piece of shit. Need some bubble gum to stick on this magnet. What do you think? Bubble gum work? Screw here that's metal, but that ain't helping. That ain't really holding it neither. Okay, time to move over 1 greater width. Go around the circle again. I commented that as slow as I was running the excavator, if I was working by the yard, I couldn't even buy dog bones. And my response was, oh yeah? Well, it's mine. I own it. So there's that. Okay, so where were we? Had to go help Jake pump fuel in the excavator. Oh, the other question I get a lot is about the bucket on the 336. That's the standard bucket a 336 comes with. That's a 2 3/4 yard bucket. Now when you're moving pit run gravel won't stand straight up and down like dirt, so don't act like you're moving a lot. But if we were to get a bigger bucket, which would be nice to get a 60-inch wide bucket, I would have to add some 2-inch plate under the undercarriage and possibly put some lead shot in the counterweight. It's just, it has the 13-ton counterweight instead of the 15-ton. And like I've explained before, the gals, quote, the gals at my dealer, Western State Equipment, ordered it with the long reach boom and the longest stick and the smallest counterweight, because the gals don't know anything about heavy equipment, I'm assuming. The gals probably have a job because of diversity and inclusion. I don't have a problem with a woman on their ordering team or whatever, but they need a seasoned man who understands what works and what doesn't work. And ordering an excavator with all the reach you can get and the lightest counterweight is something an uneducated person would do. Somebody who's not trained, who knows nothing about equipment. Had I known it was going to be that tippy and it had the light counterweight on it and the longest reach you can get on them, I would have never bought it. I'd have said, no, you get the bigger counterweight on there, let's talk. Till then, it's useless. And that might sound a wee bit harsh, but that's the reality. If you're gonna order a machine, order it right. And Caterpillar Tractor needs to pull their head out of their ass and stop allowing dealers to order stuff that doesn't work. I mean, you wouldn't order a D11 and put a D9 blade on it, would you? Yeah, the gals might. The girls, the gals, because they don't know any better. But Cat should stop that before it happens and not allow it to be ordered. Somebody on the other end apparently not smart enough to catch it. I mean, you'd think somebody would be there and go, hey, you can't order a 336 with the longest reach we offer and the smallest counterweight. And they'd probably say, well, it costs too much money. Well, everything comes at a cost. More iron, more this, more that. Duh. Be like ordering a 1-ton dually truck and the gals at the dealer ordered it with a 4-cylinder. It'd be useless. Does that make sense? Wouldn't that piss you off? Now, in defense, my dealer did call me, wanted to make sure I was happy, so, well, do we need to get you the bigger counterweight? Yeah, if you're paying for it. You sold me an excavator that wasn't equipped right. Either order the bigger counterweight or put the shorter reach on it. Either one or the other. Be easier to put the counterweight on it. I've ranted about this before, and and I should just shut my mouth because it just makes me mad. And when I get mad, I get myself in trouble. Turn around! It's time to turn around and go the other way. Roll it back to the inside. You still got to understand how to make the material fit, how to get it to grade. And in order to do that, you have to learn all the major swear words. I've always found that when I get really frustrated and angry, the more swear words I use, the better I get. Sometimes I just sit down and laugh at how angry and frustrated I got, and then when I finally figured it out, it was like, oh, that was simple. If I'd have just calmed down, I'd have figured it out. Somebody made a comment and they wanted to know how I could run this old equipment and still be productive. So I guess my answer is, well, if I gave you a shovel with GPS on it and I just had a regular shovel, do you think the shovel with GPS would be more efficient? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know, it still moves dirt. The hydraulics go up and down. The engine burns diesel fuel just like the new ones. Somebody mentioned that the advantage to the new ones is better fuel efficiency. And I gotta be honest with you, I haven't seen that. These old PC motors, like in the blade and the loader, they seem to be more fuel efficient than the electronic stuff we got. So I'm not really sure. With all the pollution controls and electronics that are on the new ones, they're really not that efficient. They burn diesel fuel in the exhaust stream to clean up the soot particles. They run a retarded timing to try and reduce combustion temperatures to reduce NOx emissions, and none of that is efficient. My old N14 got 8 miles to the gallon when I went to Montana to get that Eager Beaver trailer. You know what? I'm probably not going to show you any of this. Sometimes I get yakking, and I don't know when to stop. It's a good thing I don't do live videos. So I'm not going to finish this really super nice because this is all going to get tore up while they're building the shop here and the house there. So no sense wasting the customer's money trying to put it to pavement grade or anything. Just get the material where it needs to be, clean it up good so it's passable. Oh, somebody want to know where I got the slope meter. I'll have to ask Matt. He got it. Okay, I'm going to take you for a hot lap around here and kind of show you what it looks like. Okay, I think I'm done with the grader. I'm gonna pull it out of here, take it home. It needs an oil change and a bath, pretty bad, inside and out. Hey, so the other day when I did the video on that JCB, this morning I was on Facebook, and just to illustrate how unsafe skid steers are without the side entry, there was a guy on there who had got out of one, slipped and fell, shattered his wrist, whacked his head. He was in the hospital. They're just unsafe with the front entry. I had a few guys that said JCB was junk, but I've seen a lot of videos where guys that have them just love them, and I don't know anything about them really, but I just like their side entry. That looks to me like that'll save a lot of lives, a lot of injury. So anyway, we got this done. I graded around and around this circle deal drive, and it's all cleaned up now. I was thinking today, since it snowed and it was wet, that I'll probably either work on the grader and get it oil changed and cleaned up, and or I'll work in the shop. So you guys have an awesome day. So Jake's down here reclaiming the hole, the barrel hole, so he's got to make like a raceway for the water to come down through here before it fills in the pond. Otherwise it'll wash around the end of this and they'll lose their access through here. You following my finger? Do you get all this? Mr. Griffey's down here checking her out. He wants to get out in that dirt. Come on, Mr. Griff, let's go have a look-see at this. Come on, buddy. Come on, Griff, come on. So right there is the old part of the canal. It just wastes down here to the Snake River. Snake River is about a couple hundred yards away is all. So it'll come down in here and fill up this whole thing before it runs out there. So he'll have him a nice pond full of water. Get lots of water in it. So it looks like he's done part of this here, and then he's got a finish going around there, and he'll probably straighten up the bottom, make it all look nice and sanitary. I was gonna bring the cat down here, figured I'd have to do it with a cat, but he's doing a dang good job with the excavator. So I just let him finish it. Right, Mr. Griff? Right? Says, oh boy, Jeff, a new place. A new place. I am not familiar with this place. Lots of new stuff to smell. Oh, gonna mark your spot. That's a good boy. Good boy.